Good morning, we're back and it is time to run 15 miles before work. I have a lot to do like pretty early this morning, so we're trying to get out there a little bit earlier than usual. It is 4:52 right now. I somehow don't feel like too tired. I don't think I got that much sleep, but I'm feeling really excited. If you watched my vlog last week, we were in Arkansas, got to do some amazing trail running, but I'm excited to be back in Austin, get back to my regular route and see how 15 miles goes. It's the longest, obviously, that I've gone in such a long time. I feel like that's one of the best parts about training is that each week it's just like, oh my gosh, I haven't done this far either ever or in such a long time. So I'm really excited. I'm also very hopeful. Let's check the weather, but the weather isn't too bad, y'all. It's 55 degrees. That's amazing. I've been pretty cold in the mornings when I go outside, but I feel like wearing a long sleeve, I would just end up getting way too hot. So it's 55 now, but even at 8 a.m. it'll still be 55, and at 9 a.m. it'll only be up to 58. I feel like I haven't dressed in cold weather in such a long time. I always like forget what to actually wear. If it was a race, I would do short sleeves and shorts for sure, but I don't know. I need to go figure out my clothing situation and figure out what to wear. It's 5:25. We are about ready to head out. I feel like I've been getting more tired as we go instead of waking up more, but I think it's still gonna be a really good run. Dom will be with me for a lot longer than he usually is, which is so exciting just because we're starting a little bit earlier. Usually we start around like 6 or 6:15, so it's like less than an hour that he stays with me until it's light. But since it's only 5:30, that means he'll be out there for probably a good chunk of time, which will definitely help it pass as well. I need to grab my headlamp that I brought in Arkansas just because it's kind of hard to see here as well. And I just fill up my hydration vest. I'm not gonna go over all the gels with y'all. I feel like I do that every time and it probably gets like very old and very annoying to see me chat about the same gels that I'm bringing almost every time, but there are definitely some new ones that I'll be trying on the run. I can't remember if I said this earlier, but I think I'm gonna bring y'all along for a full day of training in my life. I feel like I usually just end it right at the end of my runs, and I know I mentioned I've got some work to do like just as soon as I get back, but I think it'll be fun just to bring y'all along kind of for the full day, what I'm eating on the days that I run this much, kind of like work and a little more behind the scenes of what I do for work. So yeah, it should be a very fun filled kind of normal day as I get these long runs done, and I can't wait to bring y'all along. But I think it's time to pack all these things up and get on out there.
Yeah, but like following orders in that regard, like it's still a meeting. His title is literally just translator, and he's like, hey.
Did you see it on you?
Yeah, I did. No, I'm not being quiet.
We're 2 miles in, or a little over 2 miles in, actually, and I feel like anyone that passes us is probably like, what on earth are these people talking about if they hear a glimpse of our conversation, because we always start our runs like catching each other up on the books that we're reading, and Dom is reading Star Wars and I'm reading a Disney book again, and so I feel like our conversations are just so funny. But it's always one of my favorite parts of starting the runs is that we get to catch up and talk about all of our books. Okay, I apologize for the poor angle and lighting situation. I'm trying not to blind y'all with my light, but I'm trying the Spring Energy, the awesome sauce, and I'm so excited to try this one. Oh, it tastes like a chunky applesauce. I like it. We're over 6 miles in. It's still not light out, and I know I've said this before, but if you are looking for a tip to help pass time on long runs, I highly recommend running in the dark if you can go in a safe place or have someone to run with you, because it genuinely has just flown by. about to hit 7.5 miles, which means I'm almost halfway done. It has gone by so fast. It's finally light out. I just put a podcast in and it's been such a good run. The weather is amazing too and I feel great in the long sleeves, but I'm about to take gel number 2. I haven't tried this flavor, but I really like this brand. Still have no idea how to say it, but it's the citrus fruits flavor. This one's good too. Just hit 10 miles. This one has been flying by. It's also been really fun to add back in the music towards the end. I know I keep mentioning how to like break up runs, but I just feel like that's something a lot of runners struggle with, is just like feeling like you're out here for so long or it's just so boring. So yeah, just mentally breaking it up really, really helps. I'm about to complete the full loop, so I don't love when I have to like do it a second time, just because I feel like that's kind of like a mental thing. But I think I'll just head 1.5 miles, like keep going once I close the loop, and then head back, and then I should hit 15. So wild. Starting my second loop, and I'm also trying this Power Bar Orange. I'm really excited about this one because I shockingly loved the last orange gel that I had. I don't remember what the other one was that I had that was orange and really liquidy. I liked it a little bit better. It's a little more tart than sweet, and y'all know I love the sweet ones. Just finished. I need to hustle back because I've got a meeting in 14 minutes, so I don't need to have my camera on or anything, so it's totally fine, but I do need to hustle back. I felt so good. I genuinely felt like I probably could have run for like several more miles at the minimum, so it's such a good feeling. But I will catch y'all up later.
Leave the stoppers now. I'll tell you how. Gonna make it happen.
We're trying the viral Core Power and Diet Coke trend. I was very confused when I first heard it. I actually haven't seen anyone try it except for my friends, but my friend was saying it was like all over TikTok, and she said it was shockingly very good. So I'm gonna pour the vanilla Core Power in here and then just have a Diet Coke. Dom went and picked me up like all of the drinks. I always have like the trio of different drinks, so after my runs, but yeah, I'm just gonna pour it in. I'm like, I don't know what to think, but I feel like it's got potential to taste like kind of like root beer floaty. I don't know, but like not root beer.
Yeah, ask me.
Oh, that's good. That's good. You're gonna like it too. It tastes like a vanilla creamy Diet Coke. That is good. That's good, right?
Yeah.
Better than you thought.
Way better than I thought.
That is so good. I've just been knocking out a bunch of work all morning long. Got back, it was kind of like a chaotic mess, just trying to get everything done on time this morning, but it is almost 1 o'clock now, which today is flying, and that's not good because I've got a lot of work that I still need to get done, but I'm probably gonna head back to our apartment soon and make a quick lunch. I've been making beef bowls and they are so good, and oh shoot, I think I still need to make sweet potatoes. I was gonna say, and really easy, which sweet potatoes are very easy too. But anyways, I'll show y'all what I've been making just because it's great and protein packed. We are having a pretty early dinner just because we're going to dinner with my dad who's in town. They live in Fort Worth, and my brother who lives here, but my dad is wanting to like head back to Fort Worth like early evening, so we're going to dinner at like 4. Anyways, I wanted to quickly chat about work and just give y'all a little like glimpse into my day-to-days, especially if you've been following along, because I've been so like up and down with job stuff, especially this summer. I was laid off this summer, and before that I had been freelancing for 3 years, so there was just a lot of like push and pull of whether or not I wanted to freelance again or get a full-time job. And I'm currently freelancing full-time, potentially even more than like a full 40 hours a week. I kind of went from like 0 to 100, which can be really stressful, but ultimately I'm just really thankful for all of the work that I have, especially because this summer was so slow, and I'm someone who genuinely really enjoys working. So I'm currently doing work as a freelance influencer manager, specifically for brands, not for other influencers. So I'm helping brands come up with their campaign ideas and reaching out and vetting influencers, coming up with a list of like a database for these brands to work with, negotiating with influencers, going back and forth on verbiage, ideas, like shooting and all of that. So it's been really fun. I have a handful of clients now, and it's been great. It definitely can kind of feel like I'm just all over the place. Like I feel like there's always something in my inbox that needs responding to. So I think I'm kind of getting used to just like feeling like I really always need to be on and responding. And yeah, especially right now, it's just like kind of the initial outreach for a bunch of these brands, and that just kind of feels never ending. So I've this morning been reaching out to a lot of people, responding, kind of updating all of my spreadsheets and all of that fun stuff. So yeah, it's nothing too like strenuous. Like I feel like because I've been in the influencer industry for such a long time, if you don't know, before my like running account, I actually had a different Instagram account and was an influencer over on that account, and I started that one almost 10 years ago. So I've definitely been in the industry for a long time and feel like I have a pretty good grip on just campaigns and what brands need from influencers. So it's been really cool just to kind of like merge my two, like as an influencer and then as a marketing person, kind of combining it to doing the influencer management. But yeah, that's just what I've been working on, in case you're curious, kind of like my day-to-day and what I do for work and whatnot. So that's what I'm doing for now. And yeah, I'm happy to have a lot of work, but I'm gonna try and knock out just a few more things, and then I will head back and start lunch. I didn't realize that we still have a good amount of leftovers from meals that we made earlier this week. So we've got a lot of this chicken and orzo. It is so good. I'll put the recipe in the description below because it was really easy and really good, and it lasted us like all week. I just had it last night or yesterday for lunch, I think. It's very good. So there's no need to make any of the beef bowls that I was talking about, although it did sound really good. It's essentially just ground beef and sweet potatoes, pineapple, also very good. I'm all about the easy lunches that are also really filling. And like I mentioned, we've got an early dinner, so we're eating dinner in like 3 hours, but I'm pretty hungry right now since it is a later lunch, and I think this will be perfect.
Pay for our lunch now.
Yeah.
We're back from dinner, and I apologize for just the random compilation of clips that I have from this entire afternoon and evening. I feel like day in lives are kind of hard to do when you just like don't have anything that crazy going on, and it was a very normal day, but hopefully just kind of getting a glimpse into what I do for work and a little bit of the afternoon was fun for y'all, because I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this vlog. We went to a dinner with my dad who was in town and my brother, which was so much fun, and then we ended up stopping by, we were like, we need a sweet treat. So we ended up stopping by Haley Cakes and Cookies and got a couple cookies. We've never been there, but it was like right across the street from where we went to dinner. So we're just gonna sit on the couch, relax a little bit. I'm feeling pretty good. I felt really good all day, and I just realized I haven't really talked that much about the run. I felt so good on the run, and my energy, like, had sustained energy all throughout the day too. So I just cannot emphasize enough that you need to make sure that you are eating enough. Literally the #1 way to prep for your runs and to restore your energy and just like recover is making sure you are eating enough. Especially female athletes, it's very common to underfuel and undereat and just like not even realize it. So truly that has made the biggest difference for me the past few weeks in my runs. Like I literally felt so good this morning, and I think I not easily, but like I definitely could have kept going for another like 30 minutes to an hour probably, which is just the best feeling. It is so good to like have a great run and to still be feeling that good after it, especially on days where I still have work the entire day after. So I'm really thankful for a great run. Really thankful I had a really productive day, got to end the week with dinner with everyone that I love, and now we get to just hang out and relax. So like I said, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I hope it was fun for you, and I just so appreciate you for being here. I so appreciate you for watching, and I'll see you in the next vlog.